Hello, hello, hello. The truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. So we had a great question. The question is, how do I how do I not get overwhelmed when I'm trying to organize my house? So the answer to the question is based on two things. First of all, anxiety is a very common emotion that people have. Now, the way anxiety works is that based on your highest level of anxiety, so it also depends in your general state. So, say somebody is generally feeling anxious. So, any small thing, here's a good example. Imagine, God forbid, you have pretty much like an exposed wound. So, or it's just a little bit of skin. So any prick, whether it's a brick or a tiny thing, it's going to be very painful there. And so in general, when we have anxiety, anything that might go wrong hits our anxiety at the level that we fear will actually manifest. So the bottom line is that it's very important to, in general, try to get to a state of calmness. Now, the only way you're going to get to a state of calmness is you have to have, first of all, in the morning, you have to thank God for everything you have. The first thought we have in the morning becomes our train of thought for the day. And this takes about 2 weeks to readjust your perception of reality, obviously, depending on whether past traumas, how bad you perceive reality, but a lot of women basically suffer also from anxiety, without going into all the reasons for it, but statistics show they have double the rates of anxiety as men. And so therefore, it's really important to have this gratitude in the morning, because anxiety basically is a perception that you're in danger. And so when you realize that you're blessed and you're lucky, so you change, like you download a new perception in your reality. No, reality isn't bad, reality is good. And so in conclusion, that's the first thing that you have to do. I'm going to also put a link to my book, which will give you practical tips on reducing anxiety. And the other thing is that you gotta take small steps. So you're thinking about, oh, I gotta organize my whole home. Of course, that's anxious. Like, how am I going to do it? How am I going to manage this problem, that problem? So break it down into steps. This week, I've got to organize this room. Well, that you can do that. A room, that's not too hard. Or this side of the room. So if you break it down into steps, it will be a lot easier. Lots of luck.